Aloha, I am Cal Lee, candidate at large for OHA. My mother is Hazel Santos, who is Hawaiian Portuguese, and my tutu was a pure Hawaiian from the Kekawoha family on Oahu. My father's side, I am Hawaiian Chinese. My wife Val and I have one son, John. But many of you probably know me simply as Coach, because that is what I've spent my whole life doing, coaching kids to play football in high school and in college. Some of them, like Olin Kreutz, Dominic Raiola, and Chris Marfala, have gone on to play in the NFL. The kids I work with come from across the islands, rich and poor, some from stable families and some from families who are really struggling. I consider it a privilege to have worked with all of them as a teacher, mentor, and a coach. So you might be wondering, if everyone calls me Coach, why am I running to become an OHA trustee? The answer is this: I'm at a time in my life when I can put my experience to work where it matters most, to make life better, not just for Native Hawaiians, but the whole community. I think not being a typical politician these days is a big plus. People are so divided that it's hard to get everything done. My entire career has been about getting people to work together, to pull together, to achieve something that is larger than anything any of them can do on their own. Teaching and coaching have given me great lessons in leadership. I've been very lucky and very blessed in my mentors, people like my father, who believed that to teach is to serve the community. People like my Pop Warner coach, Tommy Kalakakui Sr. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have loved football so much. I am sure Uncle Tommy brought the same character, faith, and humility to service with OHA. He was a member of the newly elected board of OHA at a time when money was tight and trustees were not paid. Yet they had the courage to go after the ceded lands. Their courage brought OHA the assets it has today. But we need to do a better job. We have spent millions doing a registration initiative, Kau Inoa, as part of our drive towards self-determination. Yet those who lead that roll call are now asking for millions of dollars more to re-register beneficiaries. We need to ask the tough questions. We need to be more careful managers of the assets that have been entrusted to us. Those assets are supposed to benefit all Native Hawaiians, but we also have to make sure that what we take care of all our neighbors and everybody else in the community as well. One of the most important things the community needs now is jobs. It is especially important for young Native Hawaiians. They are hurting badly. That's why I want to help make sure we use the Kaka'ako Makai lands to create jobs. OHA must also lead the way to develop renewable energy and promote geothermal development. We must do all we can to make sure the entire community pays less for electricity. OHA must lead. We must develop renewable energy in a way that helps small businesses and trains young people for jobs in this critical industry. I know that we still have a lot to do to make up for past mistakes, but we can only move forward if we can come together as a team. That's what I bring, a lifetime of experience getting people with all kinds of talents to work together, helping them improve their individual skills, showing them how to work with their teammates so that together they can achieve much more than any one person can. We see all the fighting in Washington and even here in Hawaii. Leadership is about showing the way. It's about getting people to help each other to get to where they want to be. Here's the bottom line. I want to work with the other trustees to move OHA forward so we can move everyone forward. Housing, health, education, these are all important issues. And I want to help tackle them in a way that includes everyone and is good for everyone. We have been given a sacred trust. I promise you, I will honor that trust and do everything in my power to keep it safe for future generations. It's what my mentors and my kapuna would expect of me. It's what I expect of every team I coach. Leadership is always about teamwork. I'm Coach Cal Lee, and I hope to be your trustee at large at OHA. Mahalo.